Okay, so who wants to make an introduction on this one?
Stefan does.
He's
late,
fucking-
Stefan?
Every time.
I don't think he. Do you know enough about this topic, Stefan, to do the introduction?
You want me to do the intro?
I don't want to say. I don't want to.
I'll do the
end
intro.
up saying what I'm gonna say.
I'll do the
if I
intro.
introduce
Okay.
it. So like, yeah,
He's down.
yeah.
We
Go
need
for
to-
it.
All right, so for this topic, we've got one of the creators for Cards Against Humanity was accused of raping a girl 10 years ago. And a lot of the publicity for this came from an article on Kotaku by one Patricia Hernandez, where she expressed a lot of unique opinions about rape culture.
And
Shot.
Salud. Never mind.
Salad. No pause.
No water.
Yep.
Take it away.
What do you got to say?
I mean, like, okay. So did you guys read about what this chick said? So
Yeah,
I did.
it was interesting the definition of rape, that she called it rape because legally the definition of rape is insertion into an orifice, which is
Without consent.
Without consent, which is in this case not what happened according to what,
Yeah.
which is what is it is not what happened. What really
Picking
happened.
someone's nose
So, yeah.
without consent is, under the legal definition, rape.
now he did stick something inside an orifice.
He did.
Or his tongue into her mouth, that shouldn't count.
Finger to nose is that's
Yeah, so
that's
if you
an
picture your
orifice.
nose, but what Patricia Hernandez is saying is that
She got nose.
in the heat of the
she got
moment,
nose finger. Did
Yeah.
she not say she got nose finger?
Wow.
Is that this?
With the nose.
so what
I
Patricia,
didn't read that she got nose finger.
No,
What the
she
fuck
did not.
was-
She did not.
You know what's really cool is that we're making light of a rape accusation here.
okay, but it's a rape accusation, but under the that's the thing is, first off, it's 10 years later.
Sure.
Second off,
Well, what
it
does that
just
matter?
happens to be after someone becomes mildly famous.
Now I want
Yeah.
to find out if you know about what Max Timken has said about the issue.
I read his
Okay,
post. I've
because he
been
said he
following
was
him for
in college,
years.
19 years old. They hung out for a bit.
Here's the thing. Okay, in her article, she says he puts all his stuff on us. He puts all his, he makes it sound like he's the innocent one, which is good. He has the right to defend himself. That's completely his right. But when Patricia's article, she wrote that he's not letting it seem like he could have made mistakes as well. He's making it seem like only she's made mistakes. But the thing is, he could have misinterpreted something too. He could have done something inappropriate that he didn't realize as well.
Which is fair,
he
which is
brought
fair and
up,
fine,
though.
but Patricia took it in my opinion, too far. She's saying that essentially, in her opinion,
Because
for rape,
if
if you
you did
sleep with
that,
someone
rape.
and the next day you regret it and feel that you weren't okay with it, that's rape.
Oh, fuck
that's what
that.
she's saying.
That she's
Also,
verbatim.
she said.
Is that verbatim?
I don't know if it's verbatim. She does say that more or less, if you grope somebody
Yes, I do agree
in
with
the
that.
passion of the moment, and they did not expressly give you permission to do so, that's rape.
I don't think
That
that's
is not
verbatim.
rape.
I don't think that is verbatim.
But that's what she's saying in the article. She's saying any kind of
No.
intimate contact without express permission. So does that mean before
No,
you
no,
go
no,
on
no,
any
no,
date
no, no,
that
no.
you need to have a fucking
I
contract
don't
right
think
now?
she's being that simple. I think oh no.
Jesus. All right, so we learned something about the chick.
No. I think she's saying
Is she implying that or saying it?
she's not implying or saying either of those. I think what she is saying is that
Now we have an argument.
I think what she is saying is that before intimacy happens, if you automatically start it, it's not when it's already in the moment. If you're already having sex, I mean, it's all
But-
fair game.
That's like-
Here's the thing,
if
they
you
So-
didn't have
but-
sex.
okay,
They
okay.
did not have sex. If we're gonna
if they
believe
were
what Max
intimate,
said.
if they were kissing anyway, it leads up to sex.
It can, but according to what Max said, which is the only story we currently have to go off of, because all she said was rape, we don't know what that means in her terms because she hasn't
Right.
explicitly said what happened.
Right, which
Max,
is what we should wait for.
Yes, but which is why
Which
she
that-
wrote her
I'll
rebuttal.
agree.
But he said that they were in the rooms next to each other
They fooled
and
around.
they fooled around. They made out a couple times, but they never had sex.
Okay.
Ever. So that's where it gets
And
fuzzy.
Sure, he could be lying, she could be lying, even so. But when he says specifically that she could take something out of context, why doesn't he put that on himself? Okay, maybe I made a mistake, and if I did, I apologize.
What?
He did.
Dumping?
He did actually.
Okay,
He said,
let's
and I wish you
assume-
would have come and talked to me about
Let's
it.
Well, here's the thing.
assume-
How if he actually raped her? How could you go to a victim and say something like that? How could you go to somebody and
That's a valid point. It
Yeah.
is, but yeah.
My thing is, and not to say that there aren't legitimate times where this is the case, it seems too convenient. It happens to be with someone who just became famous. Right at the peak at the apex of him becoming popular. Oh, 10 years ago he did a bunch of shit. Now that's not to say that there aren't legitimate times for that. Stefan?
So pretty much you're saying that this guy became famous, got a rape accusation, and now you're like, he's trying to defend himself on it. So this chick pretty much fucking Kobe'd this guy.
Yes, exactly.
This guy,
exactly.
Now,
It could be. We
Granted,
have
Kobe did shit while he was already famous.
What the girls do is when they, especially after that moment they regret. When they regret something, they get like, especially after something they could have had, the loneliness happens. They're like, oh shit, I could have had that kind of shit.
What does that even mean?
No.
So now listen.
I get what.
Now listen to what I'm gonna say. 'Cause now you let me finish. You let me
Sorry,
fucking go half.
Continue.
This chick, maybe had some sort of romance with this guy in college. Said, okay, maybe he got too far. So let's assume they dry humped.
Sure.
Has a girl ever called dry humping rape? I've never heard of
According to Patricia Hernandez, if it wasn't consensual dry humping,
Of
it
course.
was rape.
If it's not consensual, then you're being molested. You're
But
being
in
raped. That
terms,
is not
if you
your.
want to think about like in the workplace, sexual.
Molestation is different than rape.
It's sexual harassment in the workplace.
Then maybe it's fine. I mean,
Here's the
either
thing.
way, it's sexual
Very
harassment.
different.
No, but if
Well,
you
then-
don't explicitly say no, like I'm a very flirtatious person, I have a flirtatious personality.
Well,
I
then-
flirt with a lot of people at work. But if they flirt back with
That's
me
in
and
the
I do
workplace.
not say no,
And now
I cannot sue them because
That's in the workplace. That is legal issues due to corporations.
Then,
That's a
then
whole
in the
completely different
argument,
argument.
Patricia.
But it's still the
and-
same thing.
and
If
No,
that's
it's
they're-
not. If it's personal, if it's between two people, we probably all know of cases of people who have not, who could not say no.
And the argument of Patricia
Well, yeah,
and Max
still
I'm not
happened,
gonna.
it would be them arguing how they show affection for each other. Because he could just say, oh, hey, I was showing affection for this chick. This is
Unless
how, this is how
I
we get
was
into my
physically
moment. But
forced
for
out
her-
and
but
sexually
he hasn't yet,
violated.
but he can still.
Why did he say it in his initial argument then?
Okay.
Because he doesn't have to.
But
Because he hasn't said anything about what's happened.
She said specifically he raped me.
But that's
he needs
too
to
much,
explain
that's-
what he did.
that's not
if
enough.
If he didn't
He
do
did.
it,
That's not enough.
what did he say?
He said they made out and had they
That's how it's
thought they were
he
making
said
out. pretty
sure. They
much.
did not have sexual intercourse, but
So you already know that she didn't get. If she didn't have sex, she didn't get raped. Like
if she was violated in any capacity,
But
But
violate
in
No,
the
he's
legal
not raped.
definition, if there was nothing inserted into an orifice, she was not by the legal
exactly.
definition raped.
Legally, the definition of rape is the non-consensual insertion of anything, including a fucking e-cig,
Airbrush.
into any orifice.
Sure.
So that is the legal. Now, molestation is a whole different thing. Molestation doesn't carry the same weight as rape.
this bitch is even arguing
Okay?
raping you.
Groping someone,
That's
that's
what
molestation.
Molest
Absolutely.
Sure.
Now, if she,
if she changes her terms, like we said,
Exactly.
we do not know. We do
that's
not
fine
know
and
her
dandy.
perspective.
Now, in his apology, he said yes, he didn't handle their breakup well. He did it in the same cowardly 19-year-old way of just not returning phone calls and never talking to her again.
Sure.
She could have been upset over that. Sure. What the problem is that Patricia Hernandez in her little thing says basically any unwanted physical contact is tantamount to rape. So the precedent that would set is that before you ever go on a first date, now you've got to outline what's okay on a first date.
What's wrong with
Go,
that?
And now in a second, his
What's
point.
the point of going out with
It's
someone
not-
if you've got to write a contract
Wait,
right
hold on a
off the
second.
bat?
Hold
It's
on.
the only reason to go with somebody and to have sex with them.
Shut up!
To touch them.
Shut.
Yes.
The second his point, she gave little to no details about what went on. She said he raped me and that was pretty much it, and then defined what rape is.
But also,
So,
have you ever
she's
been on a
been
date where you're like,
when Max
hey,
gave
can
out
I
more
hold your
information
hand?
that she
Can I
did?
put my hand on your leg?
That's a little bit more.
When
That's
that's-
less
No,
intimate.
it's less intimate, but you can.
But
if
it's
we're
right.
gonna
It was
slippery
non-consensual
slope it,
physical
what I'm saying.
contact,
I can tell
and
you-
according to Patricia
I can
Hernandez,
touch
rape.
Stefan's hand. Did I rape him? No. That's something that.
But what
But
if
it's
that was
consensual.
dude, you fucking raped my hand right
It's-
now.
it's-
I just
it's
got hand.
subjective.
I'm getting hand raped. Holy shit, Patricia. I'm
Non-consensual
getting
physical
hand raped
contact,
right
Patricia.
now. I didn't
I'm
want
raping
this.
a black man
Oh,
on
it's so
camera.
sexual. My
Okay,
hand is
now we're
sexual
going too
area.
far.
Yeah.
This is because it's dumb.
Just raping
Like,
a man.
if you
Just
touch
raping a
dumb,
man.
If you touch a woman inappropriately, if you touch anyone inappropriately, and they do not agree with that,
Why
if you do not
say
apologize.
anything?
Rape and molestation
Rape is a
are
very-
two very different things and
Who-
carry very different gravities.
Okay. So say she
Rape
put.
is traumatic, death is traumatic. There's so many.
Everything's traumatic.
No, I know, but sure.
You don't have. You don't have to
This
say.
conversation is traumatic.
You-
Let's ask the token
You are
vagina
at
how
a, you are
she
at
feels
a
about
different
randomly
level
being
of privilege
touched.
than a woman. You are not at risk of being raped as much as a woman is.
No.
This is
Max,
a valid.
listen.
There is a gender bias in
There
this.
is
It is
definitely.
unfortunate. Women have to, there are things that people don't think about. Like I don't think about going for a run at night because I don't feel safe doing it. It's little things, which is fine. Whatever. I'm genetically not as strong as a man. I can't fight off predators. Whatever. Not that I think someone's gonna come out and rape me. It's just not something I'm willing to chance. But have I been touched unwillingly? Yeah. Guys get drunk, where if you're out somewhere, people will hand you whatever. While I didn't want it and it was non-consensual, yeah. But do I think it's rape? No.
You have a right to be offended by
Like,
it.
I'll say it like
I
this.
was, but
But a
it's-
right
I'm
to be
not
offended by
Hold on.
something, a right to be offended by
wait,
something,
Ryan,
by
give me a
any
second.
physical contact, is
Ryan.
not the
Different
same
than
as
claiming I was
saying you
raped.
were
That's
raped.
why,
Ryan,
that's
let
why
me
I tried
explain.
what
Let
we
me
said throughout
explain.
this whole thing is that she needs to clarify what actually happened because without
Exactly.
She does. You can't just cry wolf.
It's
That's
not
what I'm
crying-
saying.
We don't know if it's crying wolf. Actually, we don't know if she's made these
But
accusations
here's-
That's what we're trying to tell you.
Here's-
You're like, no, rape is
here's
a
the
thing.
thing.
So you
Yeah,
you
like-
shouldn't be able to fuck up someone's life just by saying
not-
rape and not elaborate.
But
If he
here's
my
raped her,
point.
then he fucked her life up. We had to figure out the situation as
So
as a
on
whole.
the
So then
on
no
the-
accusation
hey,
of rape with no outline of what the situation was or what
It's a
happened
very-
should be taken
If it took her 10
seriously.
years to say it, then it's deeply personal and she's barely coming out with it.
Or it's,
why
or it's
wait so
convenient
long?
because he's famous.
But
Who cares? Then you're gonna say
Who cares?
You're gonna say
You shouldn't be able to fuck up someone's life just by saying one word
fucking cares if he's
with no
famous?
context
Who cares if
and
he's
no
famous?
validity
It's
to your
not.
If Brad
statement
Pitt-
and no
If
detail.
Brad Pitt wouldn't rape somebody just because he's famous, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
So
Who
now
cares if
you
he's
ain't
famous?
telling me
I'm
that
out of the
someone gets
conversation.
raped too late after
Why you
the
got the
fact, it's
conversation?
over.
This is our. This is
Here's the thing, on the back end, they had to go and say that everyone is innocent until proven guilty because it got a lot of heat.
Yeah.
And so
really
now
wanna say
they're
shit
trying
on
to kind of take
camera.
the
Alright.
backseat out and
Donald Duck molested me and raped me at Disneyland
He
once.
touched your private
That's all the details you're gonna get. Fuck you if you try to disagree.
oh my god.
And
No, we got too much more to go on
I
that
know
one.
the camera's overheating.
I know. Shit.
I understand where you're coming from
the best thing you
because
could
I
have said.
still
Going, I think.
my mom
I
just
can't
found
tell.
out about it.
Yeah.